Welcome to Market Like a Hotshot, episode 25. Mr. Feudo, how you doing?
Doing excellent. It's Converse like a hotshot. That's what today's
by the
topic
way,
is.
I'm Jeff DeSocio, if you don't know me, you're out there. But, I'll tell you, we're at the quarter century mark.
Holy cow. I mean, we're like almost doing this for a half year. Isn't
Half
that
a year,
insane?
25 episodes. This is the silver anniversary of Market Like a Hotshot, right?
Right.
We have to do a rap song one of these days. Maybe we'll do that for
karaoke.
karaoke night. We'll do a market. Hey, if anyone has a great beat, send it to us, right? We want to do a Market Like a Hotshot rap song, right? That'll be pretty funny.
That would be.
We'll
That would
play
be
it to a
hilarious.
Metallica backdrop too. So
It would be like, remember that movie Judgment Day? It had with Dennis Leary, and it had like a fusion of different bands like hip hop and heavy metal.
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool combination. That whole album.
Is. Well, that was like the big movement back in the '90s, right? Rage Against the Machine, Limp Bizkit. You had like that hard rock rap sound.
Yeah,
we got to bring that back.
We do.
We need Limp Bizkit back in the house. What do you think?
Yeah, my way or the highway.
Yeah, did it all for the nookie. So, wow, man, I'll tell you, Thanksgiving tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, a couple days away.
So what's going on in the Feudo household?
Visiting family, having some fun. How about you guys? Doing anything fun?
Oh, going down to the Ocean State like we do.
Oh,
down in Little Rhodey, Rhode Island, seeing the family.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be there except for my niece. She's got this serious boyfriend now. She's hanging with the boyfriend down in Louisiana.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's going to be different.
Yeah, so kudos to my niece. But, hey, don't get too serious. School's very important out there, right? You hot shots.
That's right.
Get your good grades first. So, for your students out there. So today, what are we talking about?
Today, we are going to talk about human-AI interaction, where the way you converse like a hotshot.
Converse like a hotshot.
Yeah, so balancing how you converse with your AI and use it for marketing.
Yeah, because everyone thinks AI. They hear the word. I love seeing these executives. You see them on a plane. They're in first class. They got some magazine that says AI in the front. They're like, then they come up with this idea and demand everybody, oh, you got to use AI or else you're going to get fired.
I always joke that AI is like the new sriracha. Remember, like everything had sriracha, and now it's like, now with AI,
AI.
Next thing you know, like my computer has AI built into it. It's got the Copilot thing on there, so like now, I have that big Copilot button, and it's,
actually, my teacup has AI in it now. It tells me to drink my tea automatically now when I need a little kick.
You're going to see Keurig now with new Keurig with AI.
With AI.
It can sense how strong you need your coffee or your tea every morning.
But, what inspired today's topic was, I don't know if you know, I went to this AI hackathon at Northeastern University a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And it was with, it was mostly for human resources, talent acquisition teams, recruiters too, how to incorporate AI into the process.
Right.
And what was interesting about it was, all right, so they had, I don't know, maybe 10 vendors there, all SaaS AI software. And, a lot of them overlap. So it turned out we only, what I learned from, what we all learned from it was, stop buying the tool before you understand the process.
Right.
Right? And we ended up only picking 2 AI SaaS programs, not all 10. Because what happened was there was a lot of interaction. This we'll get into about today's topic. How do you incorporate human interaction with AI? Like, where does AI help, and where does that human empathetic help, right?
Right.
So, here's the big question, too, with marketers. I talk to marketers being in AMA Boston all the time.
Right.
Is AI replacing marketers? Or are marketers becoming unstoppable?
That is an interesting point, because I think there's a little of each going on. I'm seeing it in two, I'm seeing that AI is replacing a lot of the low-skill, low-end marketing,
Yeah, content creation.
Right, yeah. A lot of that content creation, AI is actually doing better than, hiring somebody like fresh out of school or someone that doesn't have a whole lot of experience, right?
I really feel bad for entry-level marketers today. I'm going to be honest with you, and I meet them all the time at my events, and it's a tough world out there. It's almost like you could start your own business day one instead of, and then incorporate AI, because I heard a stat that 80% of marketers already use AI.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, it's, the campaign that went viral because humans, what happens is humans add that emotional intelligence and nuance, right? And that's where, don't be afraid of the most dreaded 2 letters in the alphabet right now for some people, right? So we'll break down the marketing life cycle stage by stage today.
Right.
I love this. I love marketing. We'll show you where exactly, where humans would shine.
Yeah.
And then where AI supercharges you. I love that word, supercharge.
Love it,
That's a great marketing term, right? So, hey, let's go into it, Mr. Feudo. What are the 5 stages of, what's the life cycle of marketing? Let's go over those, and then we'll kind of dig into them.
So we'll start off with, obviously...
I'll get a drink of tea. AI told me to drink this.
I know the AI is prompting you to do that, but we'll start off with research and insights, and then we'll talk a little bit about strategy and planning.
Yep.
We'll talk about some creative development, and then execution and distribution, and then finally we'll talk about measurement and optimization.
Right, and we'll talk about where AI could be embedded.
Yeah, in each of them.
So really in all sense here, predictive analysis and analytics, right, is research, right? So when you talk about research, that's where you're going to definitely incorporate an automated process and use the kind of the brains of AI or artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely. I was, I've had a few meetings over the last couple of weeks with some VIPs, and AI has actually helped me research them. I don't trust it fully yet because I still run into issues with hallucination and
hallucination. That's a nasty word.
I know, hallucination
like a hotshot.
I know, hallucinate like a hotshot. But one of the things like I'll often do is when there's a new version of WordPress, I have an AI prompt that helps me create a shell of an article, but then I still have to go in and validate the research. I mean, it does a good chunk of the work for me, but I still got to go and I look through the changelog and I make sure that the name is correct. And, it's like you still got to go in and validate. So it doesn't do everything for you, but it is getting significantly better. So, a year from now when people are, we're on episode 100 or 200.
That's going to come faster than you think.
I know. But, people are going to go back and they're going to listen to 25 and be like, these guys know nothing.
Yeah. What the hell do they know?
Right.
They've only been doing marketing and IT for 50 years. But, strategy and planning. So I think that's a big, strategy, you have to incorporate a little bit both.
You do.
Why so? I'll put you on the spot, Mr. Feud. I do that a lot.
See, I mean, the thing is that the idea has to come from you. I mean, AI is kind of dumbing us down where it's like, type in, I got an email, a client or whatever, but you can go in and say, these are my goals, help me create a strategy. For my marketing, what are the markets I should hit? What do you recommend? And it'll give you a marketing mix, but you may get stuff on there like television and radio that may not be appropriate for your business. So,
and then the other part where AI helps, and then we'll kind of go into some talking points: humans versus AI, the battle, right? Is ad placement, automated ad placement. That's a big one.
Yeah.
You could be this. There's a lot of smart marketers. They probably know, but it's nothing like hitting a few buttons and
right. I mean, Google's been doing that for a long time with their Max, Max Pro. I forget the name of their. They keep changing the terminology on there, but I mean, Google has had AI features built in for at least a few years. Where you go in, you create your ad, and then you just let it figure out, and it'll maximize the right time to do it, and obviously it maximizes how they make money. And, and I mean, we see that all over the place. Even Amazon with their DevOps process.
I just hate their company. They're so good.
No, but I mean, their DevOps process that has some AI built into it, so that when they release a new feature, it'll go in and figure out, is it making money for Amazon or not? And if it is, keeps it there. If not, it backs it up. I mean, it's pretty cool.
It is. It's damn cool.
Yeah.
So let's let's, now that we mapped a little bit of the terrain, right? We had the 5 steps. We kind of
Right.
let's go into the human versus AI, the battle, right? So, all right, so let's pretend today. You'll be the human, I'll be the AI bot. Right. I'm like an AI bot, ready?
I know, you got to do the voice and all of that good stuff.
Have put some auto-tune in there.
Yeah.
So where does humans really shine? All humans shine.
Well, I mean, the humans are the ones, we have that intuition, we have that empathy, we understand like the cultural nuances. We also have that ethical judgment, and obviously the big thing, like what we had talked about last time, storytelling.
Yeah.
So we got to, we
AI's
can't,
not going to tell a story.
right, and we cannot say the word storytelling without shouting out our good friend, right?
Chuck Goldstone.
Chuck,
What's up, Chucky?
That actually sounds good.
If he knew I called him Chucky, he would probably slap me.
Well, I'm going to make sure in a couple of weeks when we're at Venture and be like, Chuck, did you hear episode 25 yet?
Yeah. I heard he's one of our biggest fans, though.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So, yeah, empathy, intuition.
Yeah.
The cultural, and I'm going to put my recruiter hat in for a second. That's a big one when you're actually, I'm looking for talent, too. Is
right.
AI is AI is the skills assessment, and then human is that cultural team fit assessment. So it's the same thing in marketing when you're qualifying leads. Same thing happens. You can get the stats all you want, but is that prospect a cultural fit for what you do with your product or service?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different aspects of culture to, like, AI is not going to know your business culture, but it's also the other area where we see culture is obviously like, people that come from different cultures too. Yeah. And there's things that you have to be aware of that AI may or may not get. Like, they may not have that cultural sensitivity. Yep. So you could use AI to create a document and send it out, and it could be offensive to somebody without.
Yeah, how does AI know?
Right, I mean, they don't know, because if your primary language is American English, they may not know that you're saying something that somebody that is from, different background.
England, know what they incorporate in their language a lot in the UK?
What?
F words.
Oh, yeah.
It's like every other statement. It's like, it's like a lot of beeps.
Right. It's funny, you're right, because a lot of the British actors and actresses will be on shows and they use, and there's other, I'm not going to use the term, but there's another 4-letter word that
4-letter words.
Yeah, we'll have an episode on that. 4-letter words,
4-letter words like a hot shot.
But there's one that is very, very, very inappropriate to use here in the U.S. But people in the UK use it like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's why and I'll tell you, the UK has provided or produced the best musicians in the world.
Oh my goodness, Def Leppard, my favorite.
Def Leppard. I was thinking the Beatles.
Yeah, I know.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
I'm old,
Yeah.
And then Ed Sheeran. He's really,
I didn't know that, actually.
He's an English dude, but he lives in Nashville now.
Rick Ashley.
Rick Ashley, here we go. Duran Duran.
Duran Duran is incredible.
Yeah. Culture Club. Do you really want to hurt me? But
anyways,
I
was just watching Wedding Singer.
Best movie ever.
Yeah.
So AI, what does AI bring? I'm AI, right? I'm going to answer that question. Speed, scale, personalization, predictive modeling.
Right.
Stats, pattern recognition. And, it's wild. I'm thinking back in the days when we used to have to go to the library to look at an encyclopedia, and then fast forward a few years back, we can Google. Now it's like we're taking to the next step further for that research aspect, and that's where AI just absolutely shines.
It is. It's like, it makes me think of Kit in Knight Rider. So I'm Michael Knight, you're the car.
I'm the car. I had to take a drink here.
Yeah, I mean, like that, if you think back to when we were younger and we would see shows like that had, for me to be able, and it's funny, I mean, I talk to my truck all the time through Android Auto.
Talk to your truck.
But instead, and it's funny, you can have some fun with it, because with I know Siri also has a lot of those things, but like Android Auto, you can say, give me the news, and it'll actually like give you the news. One time, just out of like curiosity, I'm like, hey, pay me a compliment, and it actually did.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Hey,
Like, tell
nice
me
to
a
you.
joke, tell me like, you can have some fun with that, but the way it's headed, I mean, you can get, I know.
What was that?
Hitting anytime we touch the table, it
Don't
like
touch the
reverbs through
table.
there. I know, like hands up.
Hands up.
That's the problem with being Italian. I like to talk with my hands.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of that, going back to Thanksgiving, man, hands will be flying, man. I'll just tell you down to the socio household.
Oh, that's
going to
be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
So, so humans craft brand voice.
Right.
And when you think about branding, AI, yes, it helps a little. But at the end of the day, it does. And, AI optimizes ad spend. So I always think of like the operational expenses. AI shines because it saves time and money. Saves your clients time and money when you incorporate it. Saves you time and money.
Yeah.
But it doesn't craft a brand. It doesn't craft a voice or
Right.
the cultural shifts, right? Humans decide what should be done. AI suggests what could be done. I like that.
That's a great statement.
That's
actually.
awesome. That's like I'm gonna post that on on Instagram later. But because humans know why does humans know what should be done?
Well, I mean, we're the ones that really have the judgment, and it kind of goes back to that whole ethical. I mean, not that everybody has ethics, but like if you do, right from wrong. AI, I mean, not to get off on too much of a tangent here, but there's a lot of people that use AI like a friend, a therapist, or even
a girlfriend.
What's
this world coming to?
It's wild with that type of stuff. But I mean, like that's the thing. It's like AI just spits back who you are.
Yeah.
So you can actually now there are models that you can converse with, and then you can take it in a variety of different directions. But like that's where like you can use it as an advisor. You can use it as a fitness coach. Like you're seeing it pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
With the human human AI interaction and all of that stuff, but like it does, like sometimes it gives you bad advice. So like if you're complaining about your spouse or about your parents,
I never complain about my spouse.
I know you.
She's the sweetest girl in the world.
She really is.
Shout
She's
out
so
to
nice.
my wife Heather. I mean, I love her.
Yeah, Heather's great, and she. But like, I mean, like that's the thing. Is like AI isn't quite at that point yet where it can make those types of judgments. Like, it's not objective. It's just going to spit back what you. So like, if you're complaining about somebody, it's going to complain with you, and it's going to take your side.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes like as an experiment, I'm like, here's the situation. This is what happened. And, it'll come back, oh, yeah, you're right. That person's completely wrong. All right. Sometimes you have to go in there and say, hey, take their side. Explain to me what I did wrong. And I'll do that with a lot of my prompts where I'm like, what do you think of this for a post? Great. All right. Read it as if you're a competitor. Read it if you're this.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about that today, how long will it take Copilot, right? All those tools.
Yeah.
How long do you think it will take to do understand your competition and?
This is insane. The amount of time that you need.
So that's where AI helps is time.
Right.
It comes down to it, but let's make it real, right? Because theory's nice, but story's sick.
Yeah.
Stick, not sick. And Chuck Goldstone, man, stories. That's the human empathetic is hearing a story to be inspired, right? And AI doesn't help there.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And I mean, as someone that is working with Chuck to help with my business, the insights that he's giving me are completely different than what I would get from AI.
Yeah.
And they're completely better, too. They're
completely better.
I know.
Is that a word?
I just made up a phrase.
He just made up a phrase. His own English, this Feudo English going on here. But that's good. That's a good, so empathy versus, I would say, scale and predictive modeling that's the human versus AI.
Right.
And then, some case studies. I love using AI for hyper-targeted email campaigns because nothing like sending an email with pretty much zero response, right? Now you got a nice tool in your back pocket to help that, right? Some conversions. Have you had a case with that with some of your campaigns?
Yeah, I mean, we do a newsletter every month when we do our maintenance, and AI has been able to help me tailor my message a little bit with that. So like that's one thing we do. With our clients, it's a little bit different where we do use Google's AI to
Gemini, right?
Yeah, we use Gemini, and we use what's built into AdWords or whatever they call it. Google Ad. It's like
they change the name.
They're always changing names on stuff. But one thing, a real limitation of AI when it comes to advertising is that, it will, I'll ask it for some ideas for an ad, and then it'll be like, oh, why don't I, explain everything in there. Why don't I generate an image for you? And you look at it, and the image looks like garbage. We hand it off to our
I don't like the image creator, and at least on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's a little funky.
And I mean, but
I like Canva better. Well, Canva is probably the top AI-enabled tool. I mean, you might have others that you like, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's still, we don't really use, like and not to, again, get off on another tangent, but like...
Tangent like a Hotshot.
I know, that's like... I'm just like the king of tangents here.
Yeah.
But one of the things I've noticed with all of the AI tools is that, and I don't understand why, because as a programmer, we've been doing this for 20, 30 years without any issues.
Yeah.
But like, it struggles with words.
Yeah.
So like, it'll do a picture, and then like, they've gotten better so people don't have 6 fingers or 4 fingers.
I have 4 fingers.
It's like, hello, I'd like to see
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, when you have to put words in there, it's like the characters get all, they look like Star Trek or some, like, funky language or Star Wars or something like that. And I don't understand why that part is so difficult. I would have thought, like, letters and numbers would have been the easiest thing for it to add in there. But
you would think. You
would
think. So, and then human, like, from a personalization versus creativity, humans ensure tone feels authentic. Have you ever seen a post on LinkedIn? I'm guilty of this. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll do an AI-generated post. And then you look at what you posted, you're like, wow, that looks so robotic.
It does.
And, if you're a robot, you think that's going to attract the right prospects?
I think it's like anything where you need a trained eye for it. So, like, you may be a harsh critic of yourself when you see it up there. I see a lot of these posts that I think are well written, but then I can sense the AI in there because of the way it's organized.
You have those emojis everywhere.
I know, the emojis.
Take out those emojis. That's a tip right there.
Although it's funny, we actually have a client that has requested when we do their posts, we put a lot of emojis in there. So it's funny. It's like even though our posts aren't AI generated, they look that way because of the emojis. But, the emojis, the M dashes, those are the two that a lot of people, look at. I'll often go in and come up with a post, throw it into Copilot or something, and then just say, please organize this so that it makes more sense because, my mind, I'm jumping all over the place, and then it will do that, and then I'll take, bits and pieces of it.
Yep.
But if I were to just copy and paste it in there, it would not have the right tone. It wouldn't have the right voice.
Yeah, so
it doesn't feel authentic. That's really the bottom line.
So here's a big one, right? And you see this, a lot of companies are doing this with bots. Customer support, right? AI with bots using frequently asked questions and doing like that first level support. That's why first level support roles are gone, from a job perspective. Right. But do you want to be up at 2 in the morning?
No.
So that's where AI helps, right?
It does. I mean, that's an excellent thing, and we've been working with some of our clients to get AI chatbots
on their
websites. Right. Yeah. And we'll be releasing something soon too that has that.
This is where it's dangerous, though. If you offer a behavioral health or social health service, human interaction has to step in for complex issues.
Right.
I don't think an AI bot is gonna, and that's where I think the difference is where it comes to customer support.
Yeah.
It really depends on what your product or service is.
True.
How much you incorporate AI versus human interaction.
Yeah. I mean, to take that as an example, somebody is having, they're going through a rough patch in their life and they're not feeling very good about themselves. What AI would do is it would affirm their feelings and say, I understand why you feel that way, and you're right, the people around you suck.
That doesn't make it better.
Right, it doesn't make it better. Where a human would sit there and empathize with them and just be like, all right, think about something to look forward to tomorrow. It can be something small, like that's where a human comes in and helps versus AI, which would just be like, I hear you, that stinks. Like, it's still.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, so that's the big one too. And then content creation, and I'm guilty. I do a lot of my blogs today. Yeah. I have like 3 blog sites now. I'm doing blogs all over the place, but I do use AI. Do you?
Yeah, I'll use it. I like I said, I have prompts that I use for WordPress updates, which has really been our last. I haven't had a lot of time for blogging.
Well, you love WordPress, huh?
I love WordPress.
Oh
WordPress,
my Lord, so many bugs. Judah's better.
Judah, as I tell you, Judah is doo-doo.
Oh, please.
No, but in all...
Solutions.com, man.
Right, but you know what? In all seriousness, what I will do is I'll come up with a topic for a blog, I'll create an outline, and then I'll run it through AI, have it do some research for me, and sometimes it'll come back with something, and I'm like, great, yeah, just spend like 30, 40 minutes doing some editing. It does reduce the time significantly. It's not there where I can just be like, boom, let's create an article on marketing about, this or that.
We should, or after this, we should go to, either Copilot and just say, what do you think of Market Like a Hotshot podcast? See what they got to say. Try that out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, go in there and prompt and say, tell me about Market Like a Hotshot
podcast.
And then send what it spits back to you to Jeff and I.
Yeah, definitely do that. And content creation, so humans refine the tone, right? They add humor. Because, I have not met a funny AI bot yet. Have you?
I don't know. That would be interesting. Like, do you need like a joke bot or something like that?
Yeah, if you, do you have an Alexa at your house?
No.
All right, so it's all AI enabled now, right? Just everything else. And it's very dry humor. They try, Alexa, tell me something funny. And it's like, It's not funny.
Or you can have it sing you a song or sing happy birthday.
Oh, it's my wife's birthday, by the way, this week.
Oh, that's right. Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
I'll have to send her a text Thursday and wish her happy.
She's 37 years young.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely is. So what's some of the pitfalls? So, if you over automate, what happens? Because you don't want to over automate using AI.
Right, and that's something, unfortunately, that a lot of people do, and what happens is that you start losing control of your process and your workflow, and it's just, you start losing authenticity is really one of the first things that I've seen.
Yeah, and then, of course, human bottlenecks, slow execution, because humans need sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, humans need to have some fun sometimes. They can't be working 168 hours a week. AI works 168 hours a week.
It does.
There's your difference right there, right? So how do we avoid these pitfalls, Mr. Feudo? Let's talk about a framework for balance. Not to be so formal here.
I know. It does sound super formal, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things. It's like, you want to use it appropriately.
AI's
find that
co-pilot. It's your co-pilot in a plane.
Yeah, and that's why Microsoft uses the name Copilot.
So creative, man. Who came up with that one?
Like autopilot. Tesla has autopilot. I was going to say, I was just thinking a little.
Tesla, sorry.
But, it's like, you want to use it appropriately. So there's a Goldilocks zone. Like, you always hear me talk about Goldilocks. Are you using it too much or too little? And if you're using it too little, you risk your competition jumping ahead of you.
Yeah.
If you use it too much, then you lose your authenticity, and that's really the big risk.
So it's a co-pilot, not necessarily your driver, right?
Right.
And then what humans do, just as a framework for balance, is they check ethics, culture, and emotional renaissance, right? Did I say that word right?
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Help me out here. The T has something in it. But so it's the ethics thing, because the AI does not understand the culture and what's out in front of you there.
Yeah.
And then humans train AI. AI informs humans. That's that's how AI was actually generated. If you think about it's really 300 million humans brains put together, right?
But I mean, if you think about it too, it's only like, the phrase garbage in, garbage out, right? It's only as good as what's been put into it.
Yeah.
The model. So.
Yeah. And, this framework's not just about today, but it's about preparing for the future of marketing. I love it. It's so, marketing, I'm so glad I got out of tech and I'm in marketing now.
Me too.
At the end of the day. Because it's such an exciting area of expertise. So, all right, the future outlook, right? What will generative AI do?
Generative AI is doing so many different things now. Like, it's the creativity of generative, I can't talk. Generative AI it's pretty amazing with some of the ideas that it comes back with. So, like, you're looking for a topic for a post, you're looking for a topic for an article.
Roles. Yeah.
Yeah, it can do some of that creative stuff.
And then predictive AI. That's what we talked about when we talked about 5 steps in marketing earlier.
Right.
How does that work? How does that help?
Well, I think there's a lot of value there. Like, I haven't played around with this feature yet. I know Excel has that built in, so like you can put all your financials in a spreadsheet, and AI can look at your trends. It can, that's where predictive AI. I mean, it's pretty good where it is now, but you look a year out.
Yeah.
Even a year out is like almost hard to imagine, but you look out in the future, and like what it will do is you just go in there, you upload your balance sheet or maybe your income statement or whatever, your cash flow, whatever statements you want to add to it.
AI just told me I need to take a walk and get some more steps.
Yeah, so I mean, like it can take that information and then predict, or you can have it research trends, and it can predict other things. What I'm really curious about it predicting, lottery numbers.
Oh, we need to win the lottery.
That to me is
market like a hotshot, rich like a hotshot.
So here's the thing. This is going to be part of your homework.
Homework. Did you know you're going to get homework?
Yeah, we're going to give you homework, which is that go on to AI, whatever your favorite AI platform is, and like feed in. You can download like lottery numbers from.
Yeah, stop hitting that.
I know. I got to stop hitting this thing. But go on there and then like just take a look and see if it can actually predict.
So what's the Powerball numbers going to be for the next? It's up to $1 billion again.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I can almost guarantee you that sometime, at some point, somebody is going to use AI.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, and they're gonna make money betting on something.
I know, right?
So
that's predictive AI. How about multimodal AI, text, image, voice? How will that's going to expand some good possibilities.
Right. I mean, and we're getting there now. I recently saw, not recently, like 6 months ago, saw a video where they showed you how to make a music video completely generated by AI.
Yeah. There's like some AI music artists I thought was even on the chart.
And there's an actress, I forget what her name is, but
yeah, you're not going to be able to give her a hug because she doesn't exist.
Virtual hug.
Virtual hug. So, but after all this, talk about generative AI, predictive AI, multimodal AI. Marketers need this literacy, or else they're done.
Right.
Right. So you have to embrace it. You have to hug it. It's part of your daily life. Because the new rituals of collaboration. Humans do vision, right? AI executes at scale. So AI allows your company to grow, right? But then humans, they build that vision. AI helps you get there.
Right.
So that's how they kind of incorporate each other. You need both. You're never going to be a 100% AI-driven company. We'll never see that. There has to be some sort of human interaction.
Yeah, somebody's got to.
So what's the golden takeaway? We just kind of said it already.
Yeah. I mean, I like that phrase that we talked about a few minutes ago about how humans decide what should be done. AI suggests what could be done.
What could be done.
If I take one takeaway from this conversation, that to me is probably the biggest one.
Big one. AI scales human connect.
Right.
It's like networking, right? And then what else is the best led by human intuition or AI insight? So when you're in your marketing life cycle, as you go through each life cycle, you want to ask that question. Is this best led by human intuition or AI insight? and use the best tool, whether it's you, the human, or AI. And then I'll tell you, a lot of energy in this room, man. We we're like rocking and rolling here today.
Yeah, this is
good.
It
was good stuff.
It's a lot of fun talking about all of this stuff, and just kind of thinking about how AI. I was in a situation where I was trying to make a decision.
Yeah.
And just for kicks, I asked AI, and it was about I was trying to figure out who to include at an event, and I gave it a list. And interestingly, the person it told me to go with, I'm glad I didn't select that person.
Yeah.
I went with my gut. My gut told me to invite somebody else, and that worked out a lot better.
I bet it did.
It's funny because you can put the data in there, and it's like I'm like, here's the situation, and then I'm like, I didn't. So you got to be mindful of what you're doing with AI and not just like blindly trust what it's telling you. So
exactly.
That's my kind of.
I mean, I'm going to leave it like this. The future of marketing isn't human versus machine or AI. It's human with AI.
Right.
So think of it that it's your partner, it's your staff member, and you can't live without it.
Absolutely.
Right. Wow, man, this is good. Now we're off to have some turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey like a hot shot. And I think this is going to be fun. Marketlikeahotshot.com, right?
Right.
Got to get those hoodies, man. Actually, it's a little warmer today. It's not too bad, though.
I know.
You still need the hoodies, marketlikeahotshot.com, some good merch. And, we're on YouTube. You see our beautiful Italian faces, but we're also on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and iHeartRadio. Check out those sites. Hey, if you're going to grandma's house or whatever, put it up on Spotify in your car.
Yeah.
Listen to us. Let us know what you think, and we'll give it a wrap. What do you say, Mr. Feudo?
I say that's a wrap. This has been a fun topic.
All right, episode 26. This will be posted. 26 will be coming up soon. Have a great day.